everybody. My name is Skaji,
And I'm Stevie.
And I'm Magna.
and here we are with another Tian Tarot card of the month for March.
Yay!
And we're coming to you from Books, Beans, and Candles right here in Birmingham, Alabama. And we have some other events coming up. Of course, there's always our in-person Tian Tarot event on the first Friday night of each month at 6 p.m. right here. And the third Friday night is Sips and Stars. That's an interactive astrology event, also at 6 o'clock. And the fourth Monday is Magic City Pagans. That's a different discussion topic each month, also at 6 o'clock. And coming up, we have a public Ostara ritual here at the shop, and that's on what's the date, Magna?
That's going to be Saturday, March 21st at noon, 12 p.m. Always recommended to show up early, one, so you can find a good parking spot, and two, so you can stay up to date with what the ritual pertains. If you show up late, can't be part of the ritual.
Yeah, once that circle is cast, nobody's allowed in, and that's a fairly common practice in all kinds of circles. Also, the following weekend, Christopher Penczak will be in town, and we're doing 3 different lectures. And he's doing Friday night is
the Art of Potion Making from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's a $75 class. Saturday the 28th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. is what is I've been saying it so long.
Is that the curse breaking?
Yes, curse breaking. Thank you, Scotchy. Curse breaking class from 10 to 6. That's a $125 class. And then Sunday the 29th, also from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. is Evocation and Invocation of Spirits. Also a $125 class.
And you can call the shop to buy your tickets over the phone, or you can go to the shop's webpage at bookbeancandle.com. That's bookbeancandle.com, and you can buy your tickets there. It is recommended that you get them ahead of the event because Christopher's classes do pick up. If you're not familiar with Christopher Penczak, he has bucoodles of books that he has written over the years. But better than that, he is a fantastic instructor, all-around great guy, and full of the knowledge.
So much knowledge.
Thank
and
God
such
some
a
of us is.
such a down-to-earth guy. He really wants to be there and teach. He's just I can't recommend the classes heavily enough.
So for this card of the month, we are doing the Queen of Wands.
Ooh.
And I chose the Queen of Wands because I kind of threw this out there to them, mostly because in one way of looking at it, it actually fits the decan for the first part of March. It's that, and I don't ask me why, because that's astrology stuff.
Yeah.
But it was on this list, so I picked it. We hadn't done it before. I'm just gonna be, I'm like, what card are we gonna do? But I do like the Queen of Wands because she, she's kind of spicy. It's that fire energy with that suit of wands. And here in the Rider-Waite-Smith, that's the traditional one. She is sitting there on her throne. She's pretty regal. She has her little kitty cat there. When I was first learning, I always just kind of associated this card itself with witchcraft.
Yeah.
Mostly because of the stereotypical black cat sitting there like it owns the place. We have kitty cats on the back here. Those are lions, and that's associated with Leo.
Leo, yeah.
And
I know astrology.
and the sunflower. But she really has that. She's leadership is often associated with her as a person would be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
And she's
like that very down to earth kind of vibe to her too. Like she is so in charge and charismatic and kind of has that assuredness in the way that she commands that power.
The charisma thing, that's what I was trying to put a word to.
Whereas like some of the other queens, like they have that as well, kind of manifested in very different ways. Like the Queen of Cups tends to be very touchy-feely about it and very sort of like mom of the tarot in some ways.
And the Queen of Swords.
The Queen of Swords is bad bitch. The Queen of Pentacles can be kind of strong-handed and also kind of helicopter mom in some
It
cases.
feels very rigid, much like the King of Pence as well.
Yeah.
I like the easygoing nature of the Queen of Wands.
She got a temper, but she's like fun.
Yeah.
Well, and that brings us over here to the Robin Wood, and unlike the Rider-Waite-Smith, with the Robin Wood card, she's not sitting down, she's not being still. She's up, she's got her arms thrown wide.
Yeah.
She's a little more flamboyant, and for some reason, Dolly Parton just jumped into my head as I guess because I'm seeing this with my glasses from a distance, and
They have
and
the
I'm
same
just
kind of
thinking,
hairstyle.
the same kind of hairstyle.
Yeah.
But also flamboyant, leadershipy,
So his bell sleeves.
and the bell sleeves.
Yeah.
But also the I feel like that the Queen of Wands is she's not soft spoken.
No.
She doesn't hold it back.
She's loud and she's kind of here.
She got things to say, and my goodness, she's going to say them.
And similar to the Robin Wood card here, this is one of your cards, Magna. Which deck is this from?
Yeah, so this is from the Runic Tarot, very heavily, obviously, in like Norse mythology and Norse heathenry. And I like this deck a lot because not only does it have both Elder Futhark and Younger Futhark runes, but it also has bind runes, as we see down here by her dress. So obviously she's very, very engulfed in flames. You know, she knows what she's about. She's covered in jewelry to show how far she's come in life. And that bind rune in particular with Rido and Perthome really suggests taking control of your own destiny, taking the reins of whatever life is handed to you and just going with it and making life how you want it to be. Very heavily manifestation vibes with that bind rune.
Well, and that's the element of fire itself is a transmutive element, and it is often about change, and it's also about will. You know, putting your energy to work.
Yeah.
And making things happen. And this one here is
This one's from the Fyodor Pavlov deck. And I like this one because it's kind of a blend of like these two styles a little bit. She's not sitting down, but she does have that kind of like almost like she just stood up from sitting down kind of posturing to it. And I like that in this deck her dress is very regal. It has that kind of excessive nature to it a little bit. She's like, I'm gonna be fancy, damn it, and so she is. There's very much that self-assured, sort of like ready to take on whatever's coming her way vibe to this one. I like that she's just kind of dressed as like fancily as possible while she does it. It kind of really speaks, I think, to that eye of vision and that eye of beauty the Queen of Wands is kind of wrapped up in a little bit too.
and we also see, and I can't see it from here, Magna, but we got kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat. Is there a kitty cat in that card?
If there is, it's probably like a charm somewhere on her jewelry. I have not seen a cat in this representation in particular. I was more so looking at this story arc that's going down of like, yes, I've got the power. Wait, no, that hurts my arm a little bit. Let me just, yes, that's so much better.
And talking about power, this card here is from the Urban Tarot, which is a Thoth style deck. So it's based on Crowley's work, but the artist Robin Scott in this one chose to name it the Public Defender. And we go from this more, you know, regal, you know, queen kind of vibe to somebody who's
A servant of the people.
servant of the people, and also, you know, standing up not just for themselves but for someone else. Very much a leadership kind of role. And the leopard here, the author says, is representative of courage and strength itself, which brings that, you know, cat vibe in. And I really think this is a good approach to that, because we've got the passion and the emotion and all of that in someone who is fulfilling a role within a system that is about, you know, leadership and the protection, taking care of other folks
Right.
as well.
But not, I mean, also just like the dedication it takes to do the studying and put the hours in to get to this point where you can do all those things for
The
for
kind
people.
of the transition from like the kind of regal aspect in these cards where like yeah you can do it because like this is your role, but also you were kind of just kind of born into it a little bit. You kind of handed that role, whereas with a public defender it's like nah, you worked to get here. There's very much that exertion of energy and exertion of action that it's very much wrapped up in the Queen of Wands, and with it's more fitting in a lot of ways.
And this is the Guardian of the Night Tarot by M.J. Cullinane. Cullinane. That's what I'm going with. And with the Queen of Wands here, the Queen is the kitty cat.
Mhm.
This is but the lioness, as the author speaks of her, is not just. Well, the first thing I thought of was when you think of a pride of lions, it's not the male lion that does the lion's share of the work.
Right.
It's the lionesses in the pride that do most of the hunting and most of the taking care of stuff,
Mhm.
and the dude with the big hair is just kind of lazy.
Mhm.
I'm not talking about me. The hair's not as big as it used to be.
No, I love this representation of the Queen of Wands too, because if you look throughout all of these, with the exception of the Fyodor Pavlov, it implies that all of these are happening during the daytime, whereas this one is at night with the moon and the stars out, which for a lioness makes a lot
Yeah.
more sense,
Yeah.
easier to see in the dark.
And another thing that she mentions about this too is an innate sense of sensuality, and that is kind of a vibe that you can get off of the Queen of Wands. She's very sensual.
Yeah.
She's comfortable in her own skin in all of the ways that might mean. And instead of a black cat, we have the crow, and the crow is the one carrying the wand itself, the presentation of the father.
Here's your wand, miss. I've been holding it for you.
And I also like that we have the lion and the lion, so that very much brings all of these things together.
Sunflowers.
And the sunflowers.
But that sense of sensuality is a little bit less noticeable in these other cards. And in this one too, it's not obvious, but it's. But if we think about those kind of aspects, that emotion, the water, I associate the queens with water, and the fire, those things are both very sensual elements, and as far as I see them.
The Queen of Wands.
Queen of Wands.
Queen of Wands.
So we want to thank you for being with us this evening, or day, or noon, whenever you're watching this. We're glad you're here. We invite you to join us on the first Monday night of the month at 6 p.m. for our in-person event, where we talk about cards, we talk about spreads, we play some games, we do some spreads, fun stuff, and tea. There's tea.
And tea.
We try not to spill the tea because the cards don't like it.
Different kind of spilling the tea.
Correct.
Yes.
Tracy
Sorry,
speaking for
Scorpio.
herself.
So again, thank you so much for being with us. This is Card of the Month, Tea and Tarot, here at Books, Beans, and Candles. My name is Skaji.
And I'm Stevie.
And I'm Magna.
Safe journeys.
Bye.